create an automatic lead generating machine that looks like looks like this.
Wow.
But the secret,
You may have to back up.
oh, let me back up.
We're in the back of the bus here, we can't see
The secret is in this box, right in the middle, where it says opt in. And so steps 1 through 6 on your, what am I going to call this? It's on your lab, on your system, is 6. Number 6 is right here, where it says opt in. Okay, so how do you get ready to have people opt in? That means to sign up and say, I want what you have. How do you get there? First, number 1, you have to be for someone. When you guys stand up, a lot of you talk about your target audiences, like Dan, you have 2 target audiences, which is fine. You can have 10 target audiences, but you have to think of them distinctly, because what you would say to someone like me, who's single-head household, well, I'm quite a bit younger than his group, but thank you for laughing. But
I work with people in their 30s, it's okay.
yeah, and so what you would say to someone like, myself is very different than what you'd say to an engineer. So your marketing has to reflect that. So you want to be targeted marketing. You've got to know your audience. There's certain questions you ask to get at what's going on in their mind. You want the dialogue that goes on in their heads in regards to the problem you solve. What are their fears? What keeps them up at night? What is the alternative that they like? What's the transformation they'd like to see in their lives? Those are the things you need to know and put in your marketing. Number 2, you got to be about something. You got to stand for something. You can't be, sort of general. Nobody hires someone general. What do you stand for? You know your strengths, what you're really good at, and position yourself in that way. So what is market positioning? Let's use Kate as an example for market positioning. There are a lot of realtors. Some are very numbers-oriented, very mental, and others are heart-centered. Kate would be more heart-centered. What do you resonate with? So your target marketing would need to be more along the lines of attracting people who want that caring attention. And as you do in your marketing, that's very good. Are you a more a listing broker or a buyer's broker? Right? Is that right? Is that right? All right. So you have to know your positioning in the market. Whatever it is you're doing, there are a lot of other people doing the same thing. So do you work with more high-end individuals or more medium individuals? All that comes into your marketing to do good marketing. It's market positioning. Number 3, but everyone's pushing their peanut forward. The goal is you have to push your peanut forward. So put your peanut on number 3, and use your finger to push it forward. This is very good psychologically to understand that marketing comes in stages, and it's not creative. I don't agree with creative. You may be creative. I'm not creative. I follow a system. It's all set up. That's why it's called scientific marketing. A lot of people think marketing is creative. Marketing is scientific because it follows known human psychology, known patterns of human psychology. I don't invent marketing. I follow the patterns that are proven to work. Especially nowadays with internet marketing, very easy to find out what works. Okay, you have 2 identical landing pages with a different headline. That's the only change. Which one works better? The one with headline B. So we get rid of headline A. Now test something else. Okay, that comes later. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay. Number 3, where you want to be irresistible. What that means is you have to have an offer. An irresistible offer. Don't say, come in for a consultation. Everyone says that. Every profession basically says, come in for a consultation. So for instance, I had a client who was a tax guy, and in his marketing it says, tax, I'll do your taxes, and that. Well, fine. But he really wants to work with small businesses to help them grow. So he becomes a business growth specialist, and what he does, he's very good with numbers and to show where they've been, so you get a sense of where you are now, and numbers of where you want to be. He's a very numbers-oriented guy, no surprise. So we call it mapping. So your GPS, your business mapping. So instead of coming in for a free consult, you come in for your business growth mapping session, which creates a visual in the mind, which is much better than free consult. So that's number 3. You have to create the irresistible offer that's irresistible to your target audience. Not the world, but your specific target audience, which we figured out in number 1. Number 4, move the peanut, number 4, please. And this is the first time I've ever done this peanut thing. I hope you like it. And good thing there's no allergies. Okay, you're going to set the buying criteria. So what does that mean? Once you have your offer, there's going to be reasons why people won't want it. They don't know you. It's too expensive. Is it really going to help me? Is this right for me? Think in terms of the objections you have heard with the offers you've made. Those are the objections that need to be overcome in advance in your marketing. Your marketing material needs to address those issues. So if it's because they don't know you, you have to become known and stay in touch with them over time and become the authority. That's part of overcoming that objection. Okay. Another really good thing to do is to get third-party research. So let's say I'm telling you that the market, let's do this. Dan's telling you the market's going to take a downturn in a year. I'm hearing that from some marketers. Downturn in a year, so you need to protect yourself. Well, you're saying it, well, maybe I think you're saying it only because you want me to buy something in particular. So you get third-party research that shows exactly the same thing from a credible source. Every one of you can find third-party research in everything you do, why a massage is good for you, why having a great logo design helps you develop your market position, whatever it is. You can find third-party research, and that is number 4, overcoming objections in advance with third-party research, for example. Okay, now you are ready to plan your strategy. Maybe this is your plan. So your strategy is, you want, number 1, you want more clients, but you want more highly lucrative clients, not just run-of-the-mill, oh my God, I got to deal with this person clients. You want your ideal clients that you love working with. So how do you do that? Well, now you're for someone that's about something, you're irresistible, you've overcome objections in advance. So now, when they come to your website, so let's figure this box is your website. And let's just do internet marketing. It doesn't have to be. It could be, your office could be this box. Whatever it is, but let's say this is your website. So you have to have things out there, outreach that drives people to you. It could be a blog, it could be LinkedIn, it could be press releases, it could be search engine optimization, it could be Facebook, it could be presentations like this. It doesn't have to be online stuff. It could be a direct mail letter campaign. Whatever it is, you want to drive people to your central focus, whatever it is. And then you want to offer something irresistible. You want to offer your key marketing message that takes them through the process of, hey, that's me, they're speaking to me. Oh, this problem is really bad. You agitate the problem is really bad. What am I going to do? It's only going to get worse. Oh, it doesn't need to be this way. Yes, I would love to be able to spend more time sailing with my kids, for instance. So you paint the picture of what life could be like, and that's your giveaway. And it's very formulaic. I don't create these out of whim. It follows a very set, proven formula to engage people, position you as the authority, set you off from everybody else, show what they should be looking for. You should have your business mapping session. So they go to the tax guy and they say, do you do a business mapping? I don't do business mapping. What's business mapping? Oh, well, you don't know anything. I'm going to stick with my guy that does business mapping. So you call it something that nobody else has. The only person they get it from is you, and you put it in your giveaway. And then you have to follow up, and you have to upsell, and all the things. That's why I say it's pushing your peanut forward. It's not going to happen overnight. Okay. So now you can move down to number 6. We are finally ready to create marketing material. All these steps before you create your business card, before you create your website, before you create your free giveaway, you have to know what to put in it, who it's for, and what you're about, how to overcome the objection. Then you can create your marketing materials, and again, it's scientific. You need a headline. Headlines follow certain patterns. You take a headline that worked for selling socks, and you turn it around into selling whatever you sell, but you don't come up with a creative headline, because it's not going to work. It follows certain, you want to talk about either the terrible pain or the transformation you're going to give. You want to put the benefit in the headline. So anyways, it's all formulaic. I am not creative, I am formulaic. And then, number 6, you get to actually implement this. You get to put the wording on your website. Make the offer be a free report or a business mapping consultation, whatever it is. You need to collect their email addresses so you can follow up with them. Maybe they're not ready for you right now, but something will change in their situation. You need to be in touch with them. So you have your automatic follow-up already there. So, before we get to questions, I would like to ask you to turn this over. And starting in January, I am going to take people through this. If you hire me one-on-one, it's very expensive. I've been doing this for 12 years. My current rate to do just up to number 6 is $10,000. It's for usually bigger companies. But if you want to do it with me, so you're doing the work, but just learn how to do it step by step. The going rate for the company that I used to be an independent consultant for is $6,000 for this. Typically in the market, $2,000 is very fair, but you cross that out, and for this group, it's going to be $699, so $700, so $100 for each class, plus I'm going to do a bonus class. If you go to that link, it's all on the website. The bonus class is after number 7. We'll talk about an hour and a half or even 2 hours if we need it, whatever question somebody has. And the other bonus is I'm going to give you a certificate for a critique. I'm a copywriter. I will look at your copy and say, well, this headline really doesn't talk about your benefit. Let's approve the headline. Your offer needs a better name. Let's come up with that together. So I will give you my personal one-on-one attention for one critique. So this starts in January, and you can find out about it at keymarketstrategy.com/crush it. And if you go there, there's a freebie on the right-hand side. You can sign up for the freebie, or you can sign up for the class.